The following ignorance you're about to witness is sponsored and brought to you by
me, nigga. Y'all gonna put some respect on my name.
Hey, yo, man, chill out.
Man, fuck all that. Y'all gonna quit playing my name. I ain't gonna say it no more.
What's up, y'all? Before we start this video, I just want to let y'all know that I have blue all over my fingers and my fingernails and fingertips and all that shit. And that's because I just dyed my hair recently and I keep twisting my hair with my fingers and shit. So if it looks like I just got done finger banging a Smurf, that's exactly why, sir. But yeah, anyways, back to this motherfucking story. As you can see from the title, today I'm about to tell you about the first time I got top. The first time I got some brain. First time I got some neck. Now, as I told y'all from the last story, my best friend Brenton is a motherfucking big mouth. And on multiple occasions, this nigga has used his mouth to get me into deep shit. And this particular occasion is one of the most memorable times where this nigga has gotten me in trouble because of his big ass motherfucking mouth. And y'all will understand why later on in the story. But anyways, this happened in high school, 17 years old, the same year I lost my virginity. I had just moved to Rancho Cucamonga, California. It was my second year at Rancho Cucamonga High School, so I was still getting to know a few people, you know what I'm saying? So I had met this girl in art class. We're gonna call her Brittany because I still know and see this girl every now and then to this day. So I met Brittany in this art class, you know what I'm saying? Made her laugh a few times. We got to know each other. And like I said in my last story video, me and Brenton used to walk home after school every single day. Now in Rancho Cucamonga, California, this is how I look at it at least. There's an east side where the mall is. There's a west side where a Bank of America and Chuck E. Cheese and all that shit is. And then there's a middle section where there's a skate park and all the apartments where me and my boy Brenton live. And on this particular day after school, it was raining, you know, so it was a little drizzly, a little wet outside. And this girl Brittany lived more towards the west side of the city. So Brittany was talking about she was gonna walk home. So I'm looking at Brenton and he looking at me like, nigga, I'm not about to walk with you all the way to the west side. We live in the middle of the fucking city. So I'm looking at him like, fucking nigga, I got a girl that wants to walk home with me. I'm about to walk home with her and see what the fuck happens. So Brenton goes his normal way that we take when we go home after school on a normal day. And me and Brittany take a different route since she lives somewhere else. I'm walking home with her, you know, so I got my hoodie on, we're laughing, giggling, making her laugh, you know, doing what I do. And keep in mind, this is before that I lost my virginity story. So when girls were doing these things that basically were saying, I'm trying to fuck you, my young and dumb ass didn't catch on to it. So I'm walking home with her not knowing what the fuck is gonna happen. So we get to the front door of the house, she puts her keys in the door, opens the shit, you know, so we walk inside the house, and immediately she just throws her backpack like right in the middle of the hallway. And I'm looking at her like, is nobody home? Cause if I walked into my house and threw my backpack on the ground, my mom would beat my ass, like acting like I own the place. So I'm like, Brittany, is no one home? Like, what's the deal? No, my parents are at work. So I'm like, all right, shit, cool. She gets on the couch and turns on the TV and shit. And I'm still standing here near the front door with my backpack over my shoulders, looking all frigid and shit, moving like a snail. Now the most confident thing I've done at 17 years old is gonna sat down next to a girl while she's on the couch in her house without her permission. Just to give y'all a wider perspective of how much of a pussy I was at 17 years old. So we sitting there flipping new channels and shit. Jersey Shore comes on. This is back when Jersey Shore was hot as fuck. So we sitting there watching Jersey Shore and shit. We over here play fighting. We doing all this cornball shit. She kicking me in the leg. I'm kicking her in the leg. You know what I'm saying? Just corny ass 17-year-old shit. So I'm sitting here watching the scene. You know, it's like 4 minutes of silence going by because, you know, I'm so into the fucking show. I'm sitting here watching and shit. And all of a sudden I feel like a hand like tiptoeing on my right thigh. I'm over here thinking she got tarantulas in the house or something. So I immediately look down and it's her hand like going up near my fucking crotch area. I don't mean to remind y'all so many damn times, but I really want y'all to understand. I did not know how to handle these types of situations at this age. So what's the first thing I did? I'm sitting over here watching the show and shit. And immediately as soon as I felt that hand, my ass was like, so I'm sitting there shook as fuck and she just keep coming closer to my face with this seductive ass look like, while I'm over here like, oh my God. So she grabs my zipper, starts pulling it down, and in my head I'm like, man, this might be the first time I get sucked off. So obviously my shit was hard as a metal chair. She kind of like slid down into knee position. She pulled my shit out and gave me that seductive ass look from down below. She was looking up at me while she was giving me top. You know what I'm saying? When you get in top and like a girl, she's sucking you off and she looking right at you, and that's just like, that's dangerous because that's an automatic nut right there. Keep in mind, this whole situation lasted for 30 seconds. So within this 30 seconds, I'm looking around like I'm at a bus stop or some shit, you know what I'm saying? I'm sitting there nervous as fuck while still trying to show that this shit feels fucking amazing. I'm over here looking around like,
You stupid.
so she's sucking me off. I bust like super quick, bust in her mouth. She like runs to the bathroom and instantly spits that shit out. I don't know if it was because we were young, you know what I'm saying? She didn't know whether or not she was a spitter or a swallower yet. Or if it's just because, you know what I'm saying, maybe my nut just didn't taste good. I don't know. It's not like I was out here eating pineapples preparing to get sucked off at 17 years old. So after all that shit is said and done, she tells me specifically, McQueen, do not tell anybody. Don't tell your mom, don't tell your best friends, don't tell nobody. This is just between you and I. So I'm like, all right, yeah, cool. I'm not gonna tell nobody. And most of the time when niggas say that, especially at 17 years old, they probably lying to your fucking face. Cause me not knowing how big of a loudmouth this nigga Brenton was at the time, that's the first thing I did when to go tell that boy. I go and tell him, I'm like, bro, Brittany just sucked me off right now. And he's like, oh, for real? The one from our class? And I'm like, yeah, dog. And I specifically told this nigga, do not tell anybody. I said, bro, please do not tell anybody. She told me not to tell nobody. It stays between you and me. So what does this nigga do? The very next day, this nigga goes to his first period class in woodshop, where he has a class with my homeboy Darius and the girl Brittany in the class. So he's sitting at the table with my homeboy Darius, and Darius had known Brittany just as well as I did, meaning they talk to each other all the time in this woodshop class. And Darius is wild, so the first thing he gonna do when he finds out that his homie got sucked off, he's gonna fucking go crazy. So Darius, not being aware of the circumstances that were set between me and this girl, that's exactly what this nigga did. He made a big ass scene, called Brittany over and said, yo, you sucked McQueen off last night? And Brittany is low-key real. She gonna press the shit out of you in a nice way if you cross her. So I don't know exactly what conversation happened between Darius and Brendan after that, but all I know is that same day at lunch, me and Brendan walking to our table. This is our table, by the way. This is where we used to sit, right in the middle of the quad, just so y'all can get a little visual. And there go my ugly ass right there. And this dumb nigga Brendan didn't tell me that he told Brittany that she sucked me off. So I'm sitting here thinking I'm home free. So we walk into the table, and as we getting closer, I'm seeing a really familiar face. Man, this girl Brittany was sitting at the table, devilishly smiling at me as I'm approaching the table. All my homies are sitting there giggling and shit, looking at me. And I'm looking at Brendan. He gave me this goofy ass look that make you just want to smack the shit out of him. So I get to the table, all my homies get quiet, and she looks at me and says, so when did I dumb you up? And I knew she said that to cover the fact that it even happened in the first place. But my nervous ass started sounding like Porky the Pig. I was like, I didn't tell nobody. I didn't tell nobody. I don't know what the fuck you talking about.
That's all, folks.
I know you sitting here looking at me like I'm crazy or nothing, but I didn't tell nobody. And everyone at the table is just dying, like rolling, pointing fingers, laughing at me. You got niggas on the backside of the table like sneak laughing at me. Brenton dumbass behind me laughing like man, when I tell y'all that this situation was all bad, it's an understatement, man. So she sees the awkwardness on my face. I'm red as fuck. She knows I'm just like, I'm done. So nicely, her and her friend get up. She looks at me and she's just like, it's okay, I still love you. No handshake, no hug, no none of that. And just walks right back up to where she sits. I never wanted to kill myself so bad in a situation, bro. I wanted to end my life right there. Obviously, the first thing I did was cuss that nigga Brenton out. That was a long time ago, man. So I really don't know what happened after that. But all I know is I was sitting there in embarrassment and just niggas was laughing at me that whole day. And it took me a while to live that one down, man. But after a few days, niggas found out why I got pressed like that and what the whole situation actually was and how Brenton ass wasn't supposed to tell nobody and all that shit. So my reputation wasn't completely fucked, but you know, inside, bro, I was torn up. Like yo, man, 17 years old, man, ain't nothing worse than a fine girl coming up and embarrassing you in front of all your boys, man. Ain't nothing worse than that. So yeah, man, that's the end of this story. I hope I entertained y'all with this shit, man. That one hurt me, man. I would appreciate it if all of y'all would just hit this motherfucking video with a like. If this shit made you laugh, let me know in the comment section below, man. McQueen, this shit made me laugh. I love talking to y'all, man. Y'all my nigga. Before I end this video, I just want to keep it 1,000 with y'all. I know a lot of y'all are wondering why I haven't uploaded in 2 weeks. Right now, I'm going through a little something. I have to do 80 hours of community service, and it's got to be done by October 23rd. Why do I got community service? Because I got too many speeding tickets early in my driving career. My school, ITT Tech, as a whole corporation, got shut down recently. And even though I graduated already, I might still qualify for getting my student loans discharged. And then on top of that, I work part-time at Starbucks while doing YouTube. So I just want y'all to know that I got a lot on my plate right now. I'm trying to get it all taken care of. I haven't forgot about y'all, I promise. And another reason why I take a little bit longer to upload compared to other YouTubers is because I actually put in work to make my videos fucking quality. So yeah, man, I just want y'all to know that so y'all don't think I'm out here slacking or some shit. Nah, man, I just got all this bullshit to deal with. So yeah, man, appreciate it. I got some heaters coming for y'all, man. Like, I'm not even gonna tell y'all much about it. I just got some heaters coming, man. Some heat. Just be patient with me, man. They coming. So yeah, I appreciate all the love and support. I love y'all, man. I'm gonna see y'all next video. And this is Megan McQueen signing out. Peace, bitch.
Yeah, I'm that lover. Yeah, do what I want. Yeah, don't cop from that nigga right there, cause he is a undie. Yeah, remember they ain't love me. Now these girls wanna hug me.